Hi guys, it's Daniela again and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm bringing you a review on the Soph and Makeup Revolution Extra Spice palette. I spoke about this palette in last week's video, I think, where I did the haul and I said that I was going to review it. So here's the review. So if you're excited, please continue watching and let's get started. So this is what the palette looks like. It's a rose gold effect with her name in gold and mirrored rose gold effect, should I say, and it's actually a really pretty like packaging, the outside should I say, and then the back looks like this. On the back it has the shadows, the names, then it has like the expiry date, and then I think it says that this is recyclable, and then it says it's cruelty free and vegan, so that's really good. This palette here costs £10 and you can buy it from Superdrugs and the Makeup Revolution website. I bought this in Superdrugs in store. You can get it online as well. She did bring out 3 nude lipsticks with this collection, but I just couldn't find them in my local Superdrug, so I just bought the palette. I was really on the fence about buying this palette just purely because I have her first palette and it is a good palette, but I was just like, you know, do I really need her second palette? Is it a necessity? No, but here I am, I got it. I really actually like the colours in this one, and that's what kind of made me want to buy it. And for £10, that's so good. Like, you can't really go wrong with a £10 eyeshadow palette. Hopefully the quality is just as good or even better than her first one. So let's open this up. So once you open this up, it has a like little, I don't know, sleeve. Yeah, a little plastic sleeve. So this is the palette. This palette is also rose gold and mirrored, so it's very similar to the actual packaging, but obviously it's actually mirrored. And yeah, it just has Soph, Makeup Revolution, and then at the back it says it's also cruelty free. It has the ingredients, it has like the grams that it has like the expiry months, like how long you should use this for and stuff. And then inside it has a big mirror, which I can really appreciate. And then this is what the palette looks like inside. So really pretty colours. I really do like the colours. I have not swatched this yet, just purely because I didn't want to do anything with it until I hauled it and then reviewed it. So the colours that really caught my eyes were this one, this one, this one, all these 3 here, this one here, and then this one. They really did like catch my eye. So I think I want to do yellow, orange, and then silver. Obviously I'm not going to be able to use all of the shades today. So the first colour I'm going to go in with is Vitamin C, which is this yellow right here. And obviously I've already primed my eyes, by the way, and set them. It's quite faint, but it is showing up. I don't really mind building up a yellow specifically as well. And I am going to just do one eye on camera and then the other eye off camera. So as you can see, I am taking it a little bit higher just because when I put my crease colour in, I do still want it to show. I wouldn't say it's as yellow as it looks here, but I think that's because of my skin tone. And obviously I had shadow on this from yesterday. It was like a light brown, so that could be affecting it. But so far, not bad at all, Soph. Not that she's watching it, but you know. So now I'm going to go in with this colour, and this is called Sweet and Sour. So I'm going to go in with that colour just on my crease, and it picks up a lot of colour. I'm going to tap some of that off. There's a little bit of powder on my palette, but I'm not really that bothered by it. As long as it doesn't really go to an extreme that I'm going to use that one colour in like a few goes. I'm not that bothered by powder. You can definitely see that I've put orange on my eyes, so that colour is very pigmented. So I'm going to go back in with the yellow just so I can keep working that yellow in there. So I'm going to go back in with that yellow and just build that up. And as you can see, I'm really taking this into my crease and I'm going very lightly with it. And I am raising my eyebrow just so I can really see, because if I do that I'm going to end up going all over there and I don't want that. So far, those 2 colours are performing really well. I'm actually really impressed with those 2. So the next colour I'm going to go in with is this one. And this is called 21. And I'm going to go in with a more precise crease brush just to really pick some up and keep it where I want it. So this colour's not picking up as much as the others when you actually tap it in. But, you know, that's like not really anything bad. I'm just letting you know. So I'm actually going to go in with a different brush, and I'm going to take that same colour and just go into my crease. I'm really keeping this into my crease. I do not want to take this up too high. And I'm doing very small circular motions just to blend that out. I kind of feel like I'm going to build this up a little bit just to really get the intensity that I want. So I'm going to go back in with that yellow just to make sure it's still there. And I'm not using a lot of yellow, I'm kind of just tapping it the tiniest bit. And then the same thing with the orange. Tap a lot of the excess just to make sure it's still there. So now I'm just going to go with a clean blending brush and just go over everything. Okay, so I'm actually going to do a halo eye. I'm going to attempt to do a halo eye. Okay, so now I'm going to cut the crease with my concealer, my Tarte Shape Tape as usual. So I'm just going to cut the crease, and what am I saying? I'm not cutting the crease. I'm cutting the middle of my eyelid just for the halo eye. So I'm going to look up, so where I know where it hits. So this is where the halo is starting from. Okay, so as you can see, I think I've taken out the halo way too far, but that's fine because I can clean that up with actual powder. So I've done the kind of shape that I want in the halo, so like that. So now I'm going to go in with the silver, and I'm just going to take it on the same brush. That was a terrible idea. I'm not going to take it on this brush. So I'm going to go in with my finger, and that's a lot better. I think this is a kind of colour that just performs better with a finger or with like a damp brush. Okay, so I have the silver down. It looks ridiculous at the moment. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to use exactly the same colours that I used at the top on the outside of the silver. And I'm just using like a flat brush just to actually pack it on, and then I can blend it out with a different colour. And this part is a lot harder than beauty gurus make it look like, I think. I find a halo eye pretty scary, to be honest. I never used to find like a halo eye really intimidating, but I just do now. And I don't know whether it's because everyone now is so good at them, and like I feel like I'm still not that good at them, so I'm just like, oh, like why bother? So as of right now, that's one eye done. I'm not loving it, and it's not the eyeshadow's fault, it's literally just my fault. I'm struggling to do a halo eye. So I'm gonna go off camera, do this eye, film a foundation review, and then I'll come back to finish the eye when I have all of my base on and give you my final thoughts on the Extra Spice palette. So I will see you in a bit. Bye guys. Hi guys, so I'm back. As you can see, I've done the rest of my makeup. I've also done mascara on my lashes, and I added some glitter to the silver just to make it pop a bit more. And it's the Collection Glam Crystals Dazzling Eyeliner, well, gel liner in glitz, and it's just this one, it's just silver. And I just put it on, tapped it, and looks like that. So let's do the lower lash line. So I'm going to go in with the same colours that I used at the top. So I'm going to go first in with Vitamin C, which is the yellow. From using these brushes, I can definitely tell you that the yellow and the orange that I use, so Vitamin C and Sweet and Sour, are powdery. So you do have to brush them off or tap them off because they are powdery. They perform well, but they're just powdery, which I don't really mind as much. I will say though, in the orange, I have noticed quite a dent. I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera, but there is quite a dent in that orange, more so than any other colour, than like the yellow or the 21 colour. But I'm just letting you know and showing you. I just hope that doesn't mean that the orange will run out quickly. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So I'm going in for that orange colour. I'm just putting this onto my lower lash line, and then I will blend this out with a more fluffy brush to make it a bit more seamless. And I am taking the colour all the way in. Have you been able to see me this whole time? Well, let's hope so. My eyes look super light today. Let's go in with this colour now, 21. I'm going to just take this on the outside and the inner side of my lower lash line. So I'm mirroring basically what I have at the top. But I'm not sure if I'm going to put silver there. Not sure if that's the vibe that I'm going for. I'm just going to go back in with the same brush that I used for the yellow just to blend it out a little bit. I haven't added more yellow, but I'm going back in with that colour 21 just to intensify it and connect it to the top. And I am taking this lower lash line quite low. I really like that look, to be honest. I feel like the pinky 21 colour is pressed a lot harder than the other colours, so it takes more to build up, which, to be honest, isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I'm just letting you know. So I'm just going to go in with that silver and just add that to the lower lash line, but like honestly just the tiniest bit. And then I'm going to blend out the edges of the silver just so it's not like boom, silver. So now it's time for mascara. I'm using the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. So yeah guys, this is the final look using the Makeup Revolution and Soph palette in Extra Spice. My thoughts as of right now. I actually like this palette. I'm pleasantly surprised by it. I didn't really have high expectations or low expectations. I was just kind of like, yeah, I bought it. I really did like the colour scheme, so let's see how it works. I really like it. I'm happy I bought it. I'm not disappointed at all. I really like the colour range. So far, the shades have worked fine. I used only 4, so I used 1, 2, 3, 4 shades, which obviously isn't a lot. I will try and do another look with this palette, maybe using this side of the palette. So I'm going to talk about shade individually and what I'd advise to do with that shade. This shade is pigmented, but you do have to build it up to get like that yellow that you see in the pan. This colour, which is Sweet and Sour, it's like a burnt orange, is a really nice colour, a lot more pigmented than the yellow, which is kind of expected. You don't need a lot of this to make it vibrant on your eye. But I also have to say, tap off your brush because this has a lot of excess powder. This is much more powdery than any of these shades here. And it's also got quite a big dent in it as of right now. And I've only done one look with it. So I'm not sure if this will be a shadow that you would hit pan very quickly if you continue to use it. Which is obviously a pity, but you pay £10. So this one I feel like it's been pressed a little bit harder than the other ones. Maybe it's because of the colour, and that colours tend to be quite hard to formulate apparently. My advice with this one is that you have to build this up and you have to go in there just to kind of pick up some colours. So that one, I really like that colour. You just have to pick it up a little bit more to build it up. This colour, I would say, is a lot better on a wet brush or a finger. So that's my advice for these colours. This palette is very versatile. So you can go from day to night with it, I think, and you can go from like, you know, natural to extremely glam or natural to creative with it. So the question is, do I recommend this palette? For £10, yes. For the colour scheme, yes. The formula is really good. I only use 4 shadows, as I said, so I can't really say to you like, definitely go and buy it because I used every shadow in it and it's really, really good. No, I can't say that because I didn't use every shadow. So I will say to you, it's recommended on the basis that if you like the look of it, you think that you would use this a lot, you've got £10 to spare, you don't mind spending on makeup and you don't mind spending your money, I would go for it. I think as of right now, I actually prefer this palette than her other palette, just because this is a palette that's got more pops of colours and stuff, and you can still travel with it. So I'm definitely going to do another tutorial using this palette. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up, some comments down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.